Hi there, everyone. Good morning. Every Friday for about the last 5 years, I've gone shopping to Waitrose for my mum and my older disabled brother. It pretty much hasn't varied over the 5 years what I've bought. Obviously during the lockdown, I've been queuing with everybody else. So 8 o'clock on Friday morning, I'm in the queue, and I know that that's a specified time for vulnerable people or people shopping for vulnerable people or key workers. So I'm in the line all ready to explain that I've done this shopping and I'm doing it do it for my mum. And in front of me there's a gentleman who's about, I know it's difficult to tell, but probably about 40, 45 years old. And I saw him stand to one side. And the guy at Waitrose beckoned, and he said, "Madam, madam, come forward, come forward." And I looked over my shoulder and wondered who was talking about. And he did it again. He said, "Madam, madam, come forward, come forward. It's the vulnerable hour. Come forward, madam." So this young man clearly thought I was over 70. Now, I have lots of friends who are over 70, so that's great. But do you know what? I'm 58, so he was making me 12 years older than I am actually, because he was looking at me and he was making assumptions about who I was. I was so kind of taken aback. I didn't have a chance to say, no, it's not for me. It's for my mum, etc., etc. So he looked at me and he obviously thought that I was older. And I got into thinking that that's what we do to each other. We look at each other from the outside and we make all sorts of presuppositions about that person or etc. I think the refreshing thing about having a faith and believing in God is that God does not see our outside appearance. Our outside appearance does not have the last say. In fact, in the Old Testament, there's a story about God talking to somebody called Samuel, and he says this. He said, "The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outside appearance, but the Lord looks at their heart." And that's the truth. God does not look at us on the outside. He looks at our inside. He looks at our hearts, our motivations, and we all need during this time to pause and consider honestly our hearts before God and commit our ways to Him. Have a great day.